Hello boys, my name is Yoshi and welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition for Nintendo Switch. Seems to be a thing I've been saying a lot recently because, well, why else would I say it? I've been trying to play through this game as fast as we can. The last video we got almost 75% done with the Master Wind Waker map, also known as the map Hey, also known as the most tedious map of the game. Last video we finally got our bloody hookshot. Certainly took a while. Now we get to finally start actually, well, fully clearing out the map. And I'm gonna start by clearing these in a linear order so I get a more linear experience. So we're gonna start with this map that requires Girium here. And yeah, they just have to win the rupee competition. Alright, that shouldn't be too hard at all. I'm gonna also, since it's one of these, I'm gonna throw Girium alongside his other friend Zant, because it only feels kind of fair to do so. We could also have put in Ganondorf, but I don't care. Anyway, yeah, another rupee competition. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it without it. I don't think I actually need rupees plus to win this, but would help. That's for sure. Alright, so we need to just defeat as many captains as we can. Alright, so we just have to run around and get all the rupee captains defeated. They are big blends, which is good to defeat for sure. Pretty easy missions, typically, the rupee ones. All you really do is just go around and captains before anybody else. Each time you defeat some captains, more will eventually show up, and then fairy hunters will also appear, and then you can defeat these. Alright, caught all of them in a special attack there. Oh wow, that is enough to kill him. Okay. Oh, it saved me the stress of doing that. I can't tell if this is a super light mission or not, although I will assume because it's on the red side of the map, it probably is. I think probably more than anything, I think I just want to go towards the captains, which did he have a Twilight, or did he have a Dark Twilight Midna attacking them? That way, get a lot more pieces that way. Okay. Phantom Ganons are a bit more trollier than normal, but we also kind of need their materials, so it's up to me whether or not I want to take them out or not. I say, let's take out the Fairy Hunter first. Oh my gosh, now they have 3 of them. They went from having none to like 3 of them at once. Ooh, actually, we got a perfect setup for these guys. Yeah, I could just do this. If I do this close enough, we can just hit both of them at the same time, and that will save us the stress of actually attacking them both at once. I just get a double break and attack them both at the same time. That's bad. Still looking at the other Ganon. Yeah, I figured as much. What the heck? broke out of that somehow during all that shenanigans. Well, defeated the Phantom Ganons, but it gave the Bit Versus a little bit of time to gather some money. We also still have the Rupee Thieves. I'm gonna use my specials only to take out those guys, and meanwhile, I'm gonna try and again focus on the areas that already have Twilight Midnas next to them. Barely rescued that very in time. Almost got stolen. Still need Rupee Thieves though. Okay, well now we have a big advantage. Also, these Rupee Thieves are also the goblins, which are kind of tedious to deal with. They have easy ways of just damaging you anyways. Oh wow, okay, they're trying to cheat here. So if you defeat both Phantom Ganons, or gets later on enough into the battle, then they'll just say, oh, frick you, we're gonna summon another Phantom Ganon. We still have an Extreme Push, so we'll go ahead and use it. And since it's a little bit tricky, we'll have to use some special attacks this time. The main reason I dumped specials is because I was hitting both of them at the same time. Okay, they just got another Rupee Thief now. I'm just gonna try to use specials to defeat them so they don't bother me. And meanwhile, we're probably gonna want to eventually defeat Twilight Midnas at some point. Anyway, we defeated the Phantom Ganon for a second time. Oh yeah, that's right. When they summon the Phantom, they also summon a clone, unless it's a different Phantom Ganon we don't even know about. Pick out exactly one of them. The game didn't even tell me. Ah, there we go. Only 500 rupees? It's gonna be more that I stole there. So. Alright, whatever. So for those of you who don't know, all that really happens when they defeat is they simply get a morale boost from it. All that really means though is we just have to start nailing them down eventually. I'm gonna probably just say screw it. They have extra boosts, but we're gonna try to defeat the Twilight Midnas if we can. Maybe trying to group some up together. Wait. Okay, we're gonna use some kind of special. Take them out a bit faster. Okay, good. We defeated them a few times. By taking them out, that mostly removed their morale boost, and it also stolen their rupees from each of them. Other than that, they're still gonna keep summoning Rupee Thieves everywhere. Alright, well now more than it. Well, that's a dark goblin now, just a random. That was actually their normal reinforcement in that case. This guy. God. Specials are definitely most important when you're fighting those things. Anyways, as you can see, this is probably one of the other good battles for Stone Blends. You can go for a pretty long time, and the regular monsters that receive reinforcements are Stone Blends, while the other monsters that you have to take out, and those are big blends. So you can get a lot of things just doing that. Okay, so now they've returned to normal. Having anything else. Okay, not quite. Back up again. Alright. I know I still need a little bit of Stone Blend Buckrollers from someone, so I definitely want to defeat Stone Blends we find here. Alright, this area now. We have a Stone Blend here. Alright. Yeah, Zat. I don't need to help you out necessarily. Also, just recently saved you from those recent days. Probably was just from all the other damage he was taking. Maybe from the Twilight Windows, one of the two. Okay, they just reappeared, but it was a little too late. It's fine though. Even without the boost, we still got like 3,700 rupees anyway. Ideally, you want ruby puffs in this battle so you can get rupee go a bit faster, easier, but not really that hard. So yeah, easy enough. I honestly don't know what the A-rank is. Yeah, it's just damage taken. You just have to avoid not taking too much damage, and you get an A-rank freely. Running around and surviving and trying to activate stuff. Alright, now we need to use the boomerang so we don't have to deal with the don't get hit rule. Otherwise it'll be very nasty. Oh, it's this one. A giant boss is in time, but we don't actually have to use Tetra, but since I didn't give the other a chance a lot, sure. I'm gonna use Tetra, and also use Daphnes as well. We'll probably make them each tackle a giant boss this time, so we can all get a fair share of the pie here. So yeah, pretty cool. Other than that, I'm focusing on the middle part of the area, and then I'm gonna probably start by going to the first area on the top that I was trying to do before that had the hook shot lock that I simply could not do. Okay, well, we're probably going to want to go for the Helm Arcane. It's actually kind of funny. She's fighting her own rival boss, at least according to the storyline. Are you kidding me? Could you stop jumping, man? There we go. No, that kid didn't want to listen to me for a bit. I don't really have a good strategy for my game, so yeah, we're probably gonna have to just use that. Oh, now he backs right away. Okay. Daphnes is stuck. I don't like that. You're going to the prison, and we're gonna Tomb Lake now face the other boss on the right here instead. Oh, how fun! Also facing his rival. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Bentinga is kind of a wacky boss. The intended way you're supposed to actually get him knocked down is very tedious. That's why I like to use Extreme Crush on him. Because what you're supposed to do is wait for him to use an orb, and then you have to hit it either once or up to a few times. Still got it. Ooh, we did not kill him. Well, we can just go through a lot of his... Oh! Oh, I guess randomly you could also just knock him down at random. That's kind of a weird mechanic, though. It only really works with Phantom Ganon. Alright. Yeah, a bit of a interesting. Don't think I know much else to do except spamming the ability and just hoping for the best. Typically, we'll have to there's in several times anyway. Oh, didn't really far enough that time. Could use Special Fountain, so I guarantee that attacks out. That's probably the best strat we could maybe do with him. It's not really worth using now, especially because it caught his Okay. Scared. Prison is super tanky. You typically have to hit him a few times before he'll go back. Thankfully, we could still do the reset trick with him, where if you run away from him like I just did there, he'll be unable to attack. You can at least do a couple of specials before I have to use actual special attack. Also just realized this is probably overdone. Yeah, there we go. Don't have to look at the animation. If I just did that from the beginning, I might have been able to kill him right away instead, but whatever. It is what it is. Alright. Bit of a longer mission, but then again, it's in the red area of the map. It only makes sense. Alright, now we need to do this one. This is, I think, now we're back to the adventure battles again. Which means we get to know what the item is. Oh, funny mission. Bleeder never sleeps. All of these nicknames for all these missions it's quite funny. Wait, so does that mean Maiko's supposed to be a leader since we're supposed to use her? Also, oh my goodness, we have to use yeah, that's strange. Usually we never get that many. Okay, now I'm actually kind of confused. Well, for that reason, I don't really have a specific setup. Let's just use Link again. And then let's also throw in Zelda for the fun of it. These are two characters that are very important in Linkle's storyline, so since we have Linkle, why not? The end result is, yeah, I think I picked the right character. Is no fairy magic, of course, so we're gonna have to go around doing a bunch of other stuff. Question is, what event thing are we gonna have to do? Ooh, it's this one. Oh boy. Also known as the I do not like this mission because it is very tedious. So, the reason why I said I joked saying I don't like this mission, that's because this is the messenger mission. Although messengers are typically more tankier than other segments, they are a bit harder to protect in this battle for a few reasons. One, they don't necessarily have the tanky health right away, so they can be a lot faster than normal monsters. And two, they're not like the weaker, well, they're still kind of similar to the weak captains. The big difference is you actually have to protect them now. Excuse me. Anyway, what are you doing, man? So basically, we have to just kill everything near the peaks pretty much immediately. Also, we have to take out being Goblin here on top of that. And on top of that, eventually more messengers will appear. So you pretty much are just stuck doing a lot of fighting until all the messengers advance. And and they constantly receive forces to stop the messenger, so it's just very tedious. You have to go around killing a bunch of captains, then take them out again, then take them out a second time. Okay, we have Zelda there. She can take out caps. Whatever, we'll just take out Goblin. He doesn't allowing us to do much of anything. Basically, my worry with this mecha is just the amount of stuff you have to micromanage. And since even a single captain can do a lot of damage to a messenger, if it's not dealt with, the messenger will just get stuck infinitely. And if they get captains, they will very easily just destroy rooms, and there's not really a good thing you can deal with. And on top of that, there's other enemies that will go to your base and other stuff. On top of that, it's just really frustrating. Thankfully, once you know what to do, the mission isn't that bad. It's just initially very annoying because you pretty much have to go all over the map, pretty much forcing us to babysit these messengers while still taking out a bunch of troops in the process. Just destroy other stuff. Alright, well, I don't want to waste too much more time, so Linkle, you're going to need to do both Castle Base Keep and West Rock Base Keep, both of which are on the left side of the map. I will start with Castle. Now I'm gonna switch to gate the castle, get and then in the meanwhile we'll defeat the other two characters. Oh, actually she's close enough. I'll just do this now. Whatever. So basically we're gonna have her do the keep taking to make this a bit easier. And we can actually send Zelda to go ahead and go to the fairy fountain. Why not? Get this treasure out of the way, and Link can do all the self. Okay, well, at least we got the messenger moving back to his destination. Alright, well, thankfully, because of how long that took to do the initial thing, we are mostly safe now. It's just a bit tedious. So, I think it's this one, right? Yeah. I do remember my keeps, thankfully. Didn't see if this was a... No, wait, this isn't no healing because it said that there was no fairy food instead. Alright, now we need to take these guys out. And we also need to capture the keeps. Alright, well, the powerful units appeared from this side, so we want to probably keep that first. We want to save as well as get more forces more quickly. Let's do that. There we go. Alright, well, that was a bit hairy, but we finally got it done. Still need to get 60 Iron L's out of her. We have quite a few here to kill. Rampaging soldiers. Oh, there's a negotiator thing that we we have to do as well. I'm just gonna take these guys out quick. That Link can also potentially take them out as well. Okay, since we still need the troops, we'll capture this keep as well. Gives us a little bit of troops. But in the meanwhile, we'll get this build, and that at least takes care of that part. Now the problem is actually getting the amount of troops we need. Funnily enough, we got a lot of them early on, but for some reason we just didn't get any more after that. Alright, Zelda, you're gonna permanently guard the base. Along with apparently Sia as well. And then we're gonna slowly capture this other troops. And we'll go ahead and defeat the rampaging soldiers. Here we go. Get rid of those guys. Finally got our Master Sword powers out too. I didn't have full HP, so we didn't have the power of the Master Sword the last time. Okay, I think keeping that keep alive might be smarter, because we can just take out the raid captains infinitely. And get some troops that way. It's not much, but it's still a help start. Yeah, because of how tedious this is, it seems like we're just kind of forced to take out most of the keeps anyway. All the while taking some other stuff along with it. Well, yeah, the boss is starting to get attacked. I just realized only now our own troops are also advancing to the base, so much time to get the stuff done if we want to get the A rank. So we can follow those captains over there. Only annoying thing. Okay, there we go. Oh, didn't take him out right, yeah. Alright, that works. Alright. Okay then. Yeah, a bit of a log revision, but then again, when you can't use the fairy magic at all, there's not really a way to get around it. I guess we could have also... No, the fairy magic is... We can use the skills, but not the magic. Yeah, so we couldn't have used the exception there. It's probably... I said, I feel like the Master Windmaker map might be harder than other maps, just for the simple reason that you'll be able to use these kinds of items half the time. Alright, well, only one more map left here, but also Adventure Battle. It says it's Curtain's call for Medley's band, telling me we're probably gonna have to face off against Medley here. No surprise. This time we have to use only Sia. Okay, so not much. This time, oh my gosh, it does not get any easier. This time it's no fairy skills, but at least Focus Spirit isn't banned. So we'll have to try and maybe cut the grass a bit to get some jars, hopefully. So that maybe we can dump magic somewhere. Although I think I probably won't need it though. See, it already has a great AoE. We could just use that instead. Meanwhile, I need to figure out what to do to actually get this done. And yes, by the way, I did choose CS Might again. She now looks more like Guardian Zan. I mean, well, no. She looks like what she was supposed to look at the beginning of the game before she became evil. Having this one would look cool, considering it. So, anyway, remember this mission? kinda, yeah, it's the mission I most despise the most, also known as the captains, Goron captains, whatever they called, just cannot keep themselves alive. So they literally just flee all the time, and it's up to you to just be your captains as fast as you possibly can. I'm pretty sure the only way to, like, safely ensure that the captain's fate is just know ahead of time who gets in trouble first and just take out those captains right away. Otherwise, there's just not a lot you can do. You kind of just have to take in troops out, hoping for the best. Oh, hello. Cool. We found the fairy food at least right away. Now we just need the southeast keep, which is really near where one of the troops is. There's a lot more troops to take out this run away. There's so many that you're probably not going to keep many captains alive at all, typically. They're mostly all just anyway. Not really fun, but it is what it is. Alright, well, trying to save as many as we can. Honestly, probably the easier way of dealing with this, just keep killing the captains. If you take out at least one captain, they'll stop morale for at least a little bit, and if you take out a captain, they will completely lose their edge. What the heck? Now they're starting to move. I think they legit annihilated all the troops, so now they're starting to run towards the base instead. There's so many to take out. It's like head out literally everywhere around the map. Very tedious. Still not getting any drops as far as I'm aware. There's a lot of guys in here, so special can probably get rid of a lot of them. Yeah. No, you don't. I'm not gonna let you use that cheap ability, Skulltulas. Instead, you get a special little face. And then a face as well. Why not? Okay, we still have a lot of troops to go in here. Why not? Let's do something. Oh, we finally found magic. Thank gosh, finally. Alright, I have an idea. I'm gonna use it. Not here, actually. I want to use it over here. There's a lot of troops over here. Let's make the most of it. So, right here, we want to use this. Hopefully, that should give us at least a little bit. Alright, good 300 mils. That definitely worked out well. Then we can get a good amount by taking this keep, because there's so many pretty in here. Go. Okay, now they've lost their edge, supposedly. Oh, that one already got weakened, apparently, from the other captains. Wow, they actually did a lot more work than I expected. Usually the captains on our side are usually super weak and just, right away. Oh, hello. Okay. Bit tricky that everyone's advancing towards Dwarf now, but we're fine for now. Okay. I think how captains are still getting in trouble, even after we just did a lot of work to save them. Like, what else? Other captains can get in trouble. That's just, like, the general rule for this mission, is just gonna, there's nothing you can do about it. It's so tedious, really. Anyway, we are about to end this shenanigans. And it will literally be curtain call for meddling in a matter of minutes. There we go. Easy. Thought you could pose me, Melly? What a foolish notion. At least that's what Ganondorf thinks of you. Alright. What do we get? Twilight Midnight costume. From the looks of it. From Wind Waker. Oh, I just realized you didn't initially get all the Wind Waker, oh wait, no, this is Wind Waker costumes. So there's like costumes, but then there's Wind Waker costumes. I don't know. I'm so confused right now. Alright, well, that took a little bit, but thankfully we finally got to the end of the map on at least that side. And just so you know, I did double check the other maps by replaying them. I made absolutely sure I got all the stuff this time, so don't you worry, we didn't miss anything. Alright, after waiting for so long, I think it's only fair we start with this map first, because we need a hookshot to get over it, and it'll be one of the last 2 times we have to use a Wind Waker in the whole map. So anyways, now we get to finally do this battle, and the mission is Protect the Bombchu. This is a unique mission. This one is pretty much exclusively on this kind of map. We must use Zelda. Zelda's kind of monster, so it can be a bit tricky. So we just need to have the Bombchus destroy certain keeps. If we let them, we just lose. The rule is unfortunately no focus spirit, so no easy victories here, but at least we can use maybe shit on them, although at the same time, I don't know. Yeah, this is probably not gonna be fun though. Oh wow, we start nearly far at the end of the map here. Oh my gosh, now what? Oh my gosh, more of these guys here. So yeah, we pretty much just have to defeat a bunch of these captains here as fast as we can. This is the one that's actually menacing me, right? We need to take it out really quick. Okay, by the way, I'm not gonna lie, this isn't that hard of a mission. It just initially seems intimidating because you kind of have to figure out where you're supposed to go. Like, which one do I need to? Oh wow, the Banshee changed course completely. Excuse me, don't stun me. Stun him though. There we go. So we pretty much just have to keep defeating this over and over again. Until eventually the Bombchu goes straight to the keep, and once you get to after this keep, that's all it is. Fun fact, in case you haven't noticed, if I try to attack any troops here, yeah, nothing happens. You can't actually do any damage to them. The only way for any damage to happen is for the Bombchus to reach the base, so dies, you instantly lose. But most of us just like the protect your keeps on the keeps with your life is basically just memory. You very much need where do I need to be at one specific time and just go in there and do that. These missions are also tend to be a lot easier with 2 players because then you can have one person do each objective. Speaking of which, I forgot to mention, player is kind of a cheap way to play this game. There are often missions that typically force you to go solo, but you can get around them and technically use 2 things on each map. And in the original game, it was the only way to physically get more than 1 player on the map. Although it was kind of tedious to use multiplayer in the original game. At least with this game, there's like Switch game. But then again, it's kind of laggier, so I guess maybe there's an advantage to that. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Also, it doesn't help that the Wii remote controls are super terrible for some reason on the original thing. And I mentioned that because I didn't know this until later, but when I went back to play the Wii U version of this one point, I remembered that, only later that you have to swing your remote to attack. It's such a weird mechanic. Like, why put motion controls on basic ability? I don't know what to do. Why am I thinking of using something? Frick it. I'm already in this battle anyway. Let's just do Material Master and hope for the best, I guess. Also, I didn't even see if I used the right... Yeah, okay. But I definitely used it. So anyways, it's time to, what is it? Send the ghost packing. Apparently, Darunia is some kind of ghost power expert or something. What? Has he suddenly become Luigi from Luigi's Mansion? I have no idea. Well, since this is like one of those battles, why not? Let's throw Ruto and her to get him together. It only makes sense. We'll probably finish this with Darunia, though. So we can see Serious-san. Just kidding, we're probably gonna skip it again. That actually is probably one of the best parts of Darunia's character, that instead of just getting the normal boring theme, you literally get Serious-san as the theme, as a reference to his big moment from Ocarina of Time, which I'm gonna have to play at some point. I know Ocarina of Time is available online, and to be fair, it has started to become one of my favorite games ever. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, not much else to say. Well, if I could say anything, then one thing I can definitely say is I am glad to be free of this madness. Are you not? Oh, hello. We got an item already. Now we need enemy base block. Oh wow, we have to go all the way to the enemy base for this. And then we need central keep as well, but that's already back at the middle. Anyway, let's get as many troops as we can over here by using magic thirst. Now we finally get access to it. To not being able to use fairy magic for like 3 battles in a row, it's nice to be able to finally do something. Oh wow. Okay, that's something new. So because she's so desperate to stuff, I now boosts the rogue forces that we didn't take out yet to do even more damage. As if that wasn't already tedious enough. Okay, we need to start by clearing these guys out then. Protect our own troops. There we go. See, look at that. 600 troops instantly. Didn't even take more than a few minutes. All the other... sorry, just... other troops here. Maybe I should just finish this with Rio anyways. Darunia is so far away, he has to walk quite a far ways away to go in. Otherwise, though, let's quickly take the central peak before we use our fairy magic, and then we can do our stuff after that. Yo! Oh, this is... oh, yeah, that's right. This is the heart container. So, Darunia, you're gonna go right here. And So we'll do pretty much the rest of the mission ourselves now. Why not? This should also give us easily enough food. I just like to do it, because after what happened before, I don't want to waste a nerve. There's so many, we could probably annihilate a lot of them with this way. Sure, let's do that. Oh wow. Yeah, look at that. Our wave attack just took out 2 Stallmasters or ones, so really is decently good for some AoE. If you know what to use, that is. We'll just move her somewhat close. Maybe start up here so she at least fights and doesn't like get stuck somewhere else or move somewhere else. Get the heart container with Darunia, and then we can just go straight to the base. I just moved Edward's forces so that they had something to attack, so he wouldn't go somewhere else. That is something you can do. Although she... No way, I did not do what else. Remember, I am first. It. No, you don't. Damn things. I'm not gonna let you use that QE building. Interrupt you. Okay. A bit of a longer battle. It is 2 water warriors. They don't much of boost against each other. Just kinda waiting. Finally got a chance to get a weak point sash. Probably should have just beaten that to happen. One strategy you can do, even if you have no guarding, could be to just guard anyways, because it doesn't really damage. As long as you do the right tap, it's not too bad. Oh yeah, Darunia. One of these people gets a costume. Actually, it's not even them, it's Voga who gets the costume. So yeah. We're getting costumes, but not for the characters we have to use in battle. Very interesting, but it is what it is. Oh, nice costume. That was very weird. Really, the Twilight Aura. That's why it's called that. I don't know what to do. That's regular battle. No, that's Kyo count. That's, oh my gosh, these are all really long. Let's do this one. I was trying to find a shorter battle because we're getting close to the timer, but it's also a bit early in the timer. So I figure, not do all attacks are devastating mission. Let's hope I didn't too fast and accidentally miss something because of that. Nope, it's just all attacks are devastating. The endless rule is no healing, which means we just have only to do this, but that's fine because that means we can use the bow and arrow, and we probably will need to use it. But we can also destroy those beamos with attack, so I can just do that if I need to. I do not remember how fast Zan's attack is. We're just gonna roll everything. By the way, a lot of people probably don't know about the strategy. Is since all attacks are devastating, including yours, the bow becomes the most powerful tool in the game. Since it has a good range, and its only problem is it takes a little bit of a charge up, you can often hit multiple enemies with that, and it's easier than using anything else. Problem is, later on it leaves you at risk to the artillery troops, which do come out in these later missions. And there they are. There you go. Alright, there we go. I just realized Zan's fighting on his home internet, sort of. His actual homepad is the highlight stronghold area, or Palace. This is just Twilight Field, but it's still... it's still in Zant's typical... yeah, I took a little risk there. But to be fair, this is the last enemy, so I guess it is a little bit faster to just finish the last enemy that way. And when opposed to just using the bow instead. I just realized Zant does have a somewhat fast initial attack, so maybe he could have done it. I don't know. It really just depends on which character is faster or not. Like, Vogel for sure can actually not even have to worry about it. He can just use his own rank 2 skill to take out the enemies instead. Vogel's probably the best for this reason. Alright, well, we're gonna head back to this mission, because we know for sure we want to do that. And because I want to not forget about this, let's just do this ahead of time. By the way, I forgot to mention this is not going to be a 2-parter. It's going to be a 3-parter. Basically, what that means is I'm recording 3 videos of this today, not 2 videos. By the way, we're getting very close to the end. I should have told you that. But anyway, we finally have the hook shot. We finally have all the segments. We are very close to the end already because of that. Now we just have to clear each of the rails again, and pretty soon we'll just... and that's that. So... yeah, we're actually getting close to the end of this map. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You enjoyed, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace.